Okay, great. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to everyone. And welcome you all for this demo session on Agile Coaching Masterclass. I hope all of you are doing great and surviving in this pandemic period, what we all are into, and most importantly, learning from it. Right. So my name is Ashutosh Bhattodekar, and I bring to you a unique experiential learning program, which is I would say interspread with gamification activities, and this is called as Agile Coaching Masterclass program. So I'll talk about more about this program as we go ahead, what this program is all about, what is the vision behind creating this program, or what was the reason why this program was crafted in first place. I'll talk more about it as we move along. So this is about myself. I am available on LinkedIn. So in case any one of you is not connected with me on LinkedIn, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. Although I see majority of you who are there in the session today are already connected with me on LinkedIn. I also run a YouTube channel, which is called Agile Coaching and Transformation. So there are a lot of interesting videos on the coaching channel, on this channel, which are available. So I would request all of you to go through these videos. They will definitely help you in preparing for your interviews, preparing for any discussions you're going to have. There are a lot of interesting videos available on the channel. I will in any case be posting the links of all of this towards the end of this session. Uh, Also, I run a meetup community called Pune Agile Thought Leaders. So we have a Telegram group where we also share the job openings, where we also share some of the learnings around it. So in case anyone is interested, you can also connect on the Telegram group, which is, again, I'll be sharing the link with all of you of this Telegram group. And last but not the least, I have also put forward my personal WhatsApp number. So in case you have any queries or in case you have any doubts at any point in time, do reach out to me. Consider me as your coaching partner if you feel so. And I'll be more than happy to assist you in your interviews, in your, I would say, any discussions you're going to have for a job prospect. I'm available there and you can reach out to me for the same. So these are some of the activities which we do. And for those of you who don't know, every Friday evening, 8 o'clock, we have a coaching series called as Happy Hour of Coaching. So either I am there as a presenter or we have someone from the industry who comes in and presents on topics related to coaching, design thinking, transformation, Scrum, Kanban. So there are those interesting topics which we have every Friday, 8 o'clock. So if you're connected with me on LinkedIn or if you're connected on any of these groups, you will get a notification of those sessions. And the purpose behind these sessions is again to spread knowledge, to make sure that people understand what true agility is all about and how do we apply transformation techniques in our day-to-day activities. That's the main motive of these sessions. So the Friday sessions are absolutely free. You get PDUs, you get SCUs for those sessions. So in case you're a PMP certified professional or if you're a Scrum Alliance certified professional, you can claim those PDUs for maintaining your existing certification. So that's in brief about the work, what we do, the kind of activities, what we are engaged into. And let me now go into the reason why all of us are here. And the reason obviously is the Agile Coaching Masterclass program. So just to give you a background about this program was launched in the year 2018. So it's almost almost 3 years now when this program was launched. And earlier we used to do this in a classroom mode. And since last year, obviously, because of COVID-19 situation, because of COVID-19 restrictions, we have made this program into an online mode. So where we have participants from all over the world who can attend this program. So obviously you would be wondering why another coaching program, right? I'm sure many of you would have done ICC Agile. Many of you would have done any other coaching certification. So obviously you would be wondering why another coaching program. And I'll tell you the reason behind this program or why this program was being conceptualized. Just to let you know, since we launched this program, we have coached around 200 Scrum Masters and Agile coaches. who have actually benefited from this program in multiple fold, be it getting a new job or be it their promotion in their current organization. This program has helped them achieve this goal. And the reason for this is obviously because the way we have structured this program, the way we have constructed this program, or the way we have structured this program definitely makes it a unique selling proposition for this program. So let me talk about this program as we move ahead. But before that, let me ask you a question, okay? Or let me put a kind of a small question or a puzzle in front of you. And just give me a minute. I'm just putting a small, I would say, a trivia in front of you. Just trying to understand what exactly are we learning, right? Or what do we learn when we go in for a training program? So any of us, when we go for a training program, right, there are certain expectations. We expect to learn something. We expect to get some knowledge out of that training program. So I'm trying to put forward that kind of a situation, that if we want to learn something out of a training program, what is it that we are looking? What is it that we are looking for in a training program? So there are four types of knowledge zones. I always believe that there are four types of knowledge zones which are there in any training. The first knowledge zone where we all are expert is called as the standard knowledge zone. So what is the standard knowledge zone? A standard knowledge zone is something which is there in our curriculum. Like you have done graduation, you would have done CBSE, ICSE, state board exams, you would have cracked it, 10th standard, 12th standard. That is something which comes into what we call as the standard zone. So any industry certification you have done, all that comes into our standard zone, what we have, right? And all of us are expert in standard zone. But is standard zone something enough for us to get a job or a career of our choice? The answer is obviously no, right? We won't be able to just get a job just because I have learned something, just because I have expertise in something. I might be a PhD in one of the areas, but just because I'm a PhD, I won't get a job. So when I get into a job, or at least when I want to show that I'm inclined for a job, standard knowledge is not enough. And I'm sure you would remember the interviews you would have given, many interviews, multiple interviews you would have given. Your standard knowledge is something which is just for shortlisting your resume. That's it. Beyond that, what they expect is, are you using what we call as your inferred knowledge? Which means if 2 plus 2 equals to 4, are you able to calculate what is 5 plus 5? Not that literally, or 3 plus 3, not that literally, but are you able to apply the algorithm? Are you able to apply the algorithm which you know as a part of your standard knowledge into your day-to-day life? That is what we call it as an inferred knowledge, or a derived knowledge as we call it. But over a period of time, you would have realized that even that is not enough. Over a period of time, you understand that employers need something more. It is not just a standard knowledge or an inferred knowledge. What they need is what we call as an exploration knowledge. Are we having that curiosity? Are we having that, I would say, thinking beyond the box, as they say, right? Or thinking out of the box, not confining yourself within the box, but thinking outside the box, right? Like some examples here, like sending a man to the moon, or developing a COVID vaccine, which is painless, something like that. What is important here is your research and development knowledge. What is important here is your creativity, curiosity, passion. Are you binding your passion with your work? That is what we call as the exploration knowledge, what we have. That is a third knowledge, what we have. So we have standard knowledge, we have inferred knowledge, and then we have the exploration knowledge. But what is equally important is also the fourth knowledge. And you might be a little surprised to hear that term, but this is something which definitely applies in the coaching world. It is called as a guesswork. Now, when I'm saying guesswork, it is not just a guesswork without any basis. It's a guesswork with some, I would say, some inference to it, with some, I would say, logic to it. It's an intelligent response or an intelligent solution to a problem which is troubling us for a longer time. Design thinking actually works on this. Design thinking principles to solve wicked problems, they actually work on this. So this is called as the innovation zone. So we have the learning body, we have the application of that knowledge, we have the exploration of that knowledge, and then we have what is called as the innovation mindset, or the innovation, what I say as the way we innovate, right? The way we are able to innovate in our day-to-day life. So that's what is something which is very, very important, right? Something which it's an intelligent guess. It is based on hypothesis. It is not a pure assumption. It is based on some hypothesis that we are coming out with this knowledge. So now coming back to our Agile Coaching Masterclass program, why was the need felt for this program? Was because most of the programs, without naming any program here, will cover only the first two or the three parts, right? They will cover, in fact, the knowledge part of it. They will cover the application part of it. But what the industry wants in reality, is for coaches to be more creative. They expect the coaches to be innovative in their approach. So it's not that as coaches, we have to give that solution, but we have to extract that solution from our product owners and scrum masters. And in order to extract that solution from our product owners and scrum masters, we have to bring about an innovation mindset in them. So this program has been designed keeping the 4 knowledge zones in mind, which I just told you. Some unique things about this program: it is purely on a gamification way. This program is completely run in a gamification way. So we have very interesting games like Delegation Poker, which is a management 3.0 game. Then there's a game which I have invented, which is called as Queen of Hearts game. There's a video of this available on our YouTube channel. So if you want to look at what this game is all about, a Queen of Hearts game will help you come out with your strategy. It will help you come out with your coaching style. Then we have another game which we have derived from Marshall Goldsmith, the Wheel of Change. So those of you who would have attended Marshall Goldsmith program, the leading coaching guru in the world, he has come out with a coaching wheel of change. So we have gamified that in an agile coaching way, right? So that is another gamification exercise we have. We cover real world scenarios. So all this program covers are real world case studies. I'll just show you some of the sample case studies, what we cover as a part of this program. And this is, as I said, it's a real world case studies, what we cover as a part of this program. It's purely experiential learning program. As I said, it's completely based on real world scenarios. It's completely based on real life challenges. We also talk about remote coaching. So especially in this COVID world, how remote coaching is important. What are the do's and don'ts of remote coaching? How exactly we should motivate our team members, and most importantly, how do you convince your clients to hire you as a remote coach? Because I think one of the challenges which we all are facing is that clients are now asking that whether a coach is really required or not in a COVID world. When everyone is working from home, is the coach someone who's really required to be hired or not? Because what contribution will a coach do? Right. So we talk about the remote way of coaching. That is the third important reason why one should enroll for this particular program. And then we talk about some collaboration tools like Mural, Miro, why these are important in a remote coaching world. So we talk about these collaboration tools. Also, this is not a training program. This is a coaching program. So once this program gets over, the association stays. I always consider myself as a coaching partner rather than a trainer. The fundamental difference being that the trainer vanishes after the program is over. Your coaching partner stays with you. So at any point in time, if there's an interview and you need some support, or if at any point in time you have that promotion interview in your organization and you want to handle that promotion interview, we are there to support you in this journey. And last but not the least, this is a program, as I've said, it has helped more than 200 people so far in achieving their job, in achieving even people who had lost jobs during the pandemic. They attended this program. They could get up a job of their choice. They could crack interviews. Because remember, on an average, you will find that there are 200 to 300 people for a job like a scrum master or an agile coach. Minimum, I'm saying, okay, 200 to 300 people would be vying for a job. When the resume filtering happens, it would have narrowed down to 50. And even within 50, when they have to select a top 10 candidates, what matters is what thought leadership and approach you bring into problem solving. Just having certificate would be just be the entry gate. But once you're inside that compound, once you're inside that gate, you need to showcase that why you are fit to be a resident of this house or a resident of this company, if I were to put it. And that comes only through thought leadership. That comes only through the kind of scenarios which you can project that, yes, you have worked on it in a real way. These are some of the techniques which you are able to follow. and you can why the prospective employers should hire you. Apart from that, you get a certificate. Although we firmly believe that more than certificate, it's the knowledge and the application of it which is more important. You also get 10 PDUs and SEUs, which will help you maintain your PMP certification if you're from PMI or PMI ACP, or if you are a Scrum Master certified or a certified Scrum Product Owner certified from Scrum Alliance. These SEUs will also help you maintain this certification. And as I said, last but not the least, it helps you to grow in your career. It helps you to get that coveted position, what you have been aspiring for. Again, there is no guarantee. Okay, we are not guaranteeing 100% on that. Let me correct myself if that's the impression which has been created. But what I'm saying here is, out of 10 other candidates who are with you, definitely this puts you into the head start. Rest obviously depends how you articulate. It also depends how you can use this and come out with better versions. So I get a lot of calls from people who have attended my Agile coaching masterclass, and they tell me that they have modified this Queen of Hearts game. They came out with a different version altogether. Then there are other people who said that we are using something called as story cubes. So I don't know if you know story cubes. Story cubes is a toy which is available in any game store. You go to any game store in India or abroad, just ask for story cubes, Rovi story cubes. It's a toy which is used to teach a child how to write a story. Okay, but you know what? One person from the Agile Coaching Masterclass came and he said, you know what? I saw this toy with my kid and I used it for my user story writing. I actually started using it for user story writing. So hats off to this person, and he could convince that in an interview, that how we use the story cubes for user story writing. I mean, these are the things, it opens up your idea generation capability, that innovation mindset, which I'm trying to talk here. So it opens up that innovation mindset when you attend program like this. Okay, coming to the content, this is broadly divided. This program is broadly divided into 4 major contents. One is, how do we bring about an innovation mindset? How do we encourage and motivate our teams to take those small baby steps towards innovation? Section 2 is predominantly on the role of a coach. Some of the standard knowledge on coaching, the coaching models, the GROW model, the fuel model of coaching, the Oscar model, and the Achieve model of coaching. Section number 3 is all about how do I apply this coaching models into an agile coaching world. So if I'm an agile coach, how do I apply this coaching model into an agile coaching world? And what are the fundamental roles and responsibilities of an agile coach? Is servant leader someone which is really there, or it is something which is just in theory? We talk about that. We talk about a game called delegation poker. And then fourth important thing what we cover in this program is about the business outcomes. So most of us, when we go for any interviews or discussion, if someone asks me, okay, tell me what are the metrics you're capturing in your agile transformation, 99% of us will say only one answer. I need not even say that word. It will be velocity. Or we'll say say-do ratio, commitment made versus commitment achieved. No, those are not business metrics. That has nothing to do with your business. What business is interested today is that you are telling me or you are coaching me that I should go for an agile way of working. What is the business value of this investment which I'm making? Can you tell me the business value of this investment in terms of dollars, or in terms of euros, or in terms of rupees? That is what the business is expecting today, not velocity and all. They are least bothered about velocity. They already had a lot of IT metrics in the past, in the waterfall world, right? Defect density, defect leakage, etc. Those were already there in the IT world. What they are more interested is that what is the impact which this transformation has to your business, this document. Everyone can identify outputs of a transformation. In fact, when you're measuring velocity, I firmly believe that is not a transformation you are doing. That is just a transition. Or when you say that I change my team from a traditional way of working to an agile way of working, that is a standard cliché answer you get in an interview. You ask a person, what is your role as a scrum master or an agile coach? The other person will say, you know what, this team was following waterfall. I trained them and they became agile, or I trained them how to apply agile practices. This is not transformation, my friend. This is transition. There's a fundamental difference between transition and transformation, which we as coaches first need to understand before we can teach others, which is what we try to cover in this program. right? So what is transition? What is transformation? What is the fundamental difference between the two? That is something what we need to understand. And what the business is looking for is the impact of my transformation, not the output of my transition. I'll repeat once again, what my business wants is the impact of the transformation, what you are claiming, not the output of the transition, what you are selling as a transformation. So that's one of the fundamental aspect what we need to remember as coaches. So we talk about the business outcomes, why business outcome is important, the product thinking mindset, which is what this classic problem solution matrix is all about. So I'm not going into the details of this right now. And then the 4-stage competency model. How do I move a person? If I'm a coach, how do I identify a person who's at a zone of unconscious incompetence? This person whom I'm coaching, and by the way, this could be leadership also, they don't even know that they don't know something. Imagine your day when you started learning to drive a car. At least I can give my example. The first day when I started to learn driving the car, I was in this zone as far as car driving is concerned, because I did not even know ABC. I did not even know the gear shift mechanism, right? I was in a zone of unconscious incompetence. Today, I'm not an expert driver, but let's say there's a family emergency at 1 o'clock in the midnight. Without even realizing that whether I have pressed the accelerator, brake, or clutch, or without even realizing which gear I'm in, I can safely accost the patient to the hospital if there's a medical emergency, either in my neighborhood or in my family. Because as far as car driving is concerned, I have reached the zone of unconscious competence. So I was unconscious incompetent when I was age of 26, when I went in for a learning license for a car. But today, after 20 years, I would say 20, 23 years, I am in the zone of unconscious competence. It doesn't mean that I'm a Michael Schumacher. Okay. That's not the intention of coaching. I cannot compete with Michael Schumacher here. Right. But the intention is that whatever I need to know about car driving, am I aware or not? The answer is yes. So how do we transform our teams into this 4-stage model? Unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, you make them realize that you don't know these things, then slowly train them, mentor them, coach them, bring it into conscious competence. And last but not the least, as a coach, you make sure that they are into that zone of unconscious competence. That is what we call as the 4-stage model. This is very aptly reflected in the very famous Hindi movie, by the way, Chak De. The last dialogue of Chak De. And again, people only remember that 70 minutes. No, it is not about 70 minutes, 70 minutes. Yes, Shah Rukh Khan has used that word 70 minutes, but look at that dialogue in completely or in totality. One very important point he makes. He says that today, as a coach, I'm not going to teach you how to play hockey. Today, after 70 minutes, I would have learned from you how hockey is to be played. I think that's the nirvana zone of coaching. If you ask me, that's the nirvana zone of coaching. And that's an exit trigger. Many people ask me, right, when should a coaching engagement end? Is it when my billing ends? Or is it when the contract ends? The answer is no. That 70-minute dialogue in Chak De India, do watch it if you want to just verify that dialogue. He clearly says that आज मैं आपको हॉकी खेलना नहीं सिखाऊंगा, आज आप मुझे हॉकी खेलना सिखाओगे कि हॉकी कैसे खेली जाती है. Right? This is just in Hindi. I'm trying to make it a verbatim dialogue. But what I'm trying to tell here is that as a coach, this is your nirvana moment. So do we know our nirvana moment, that our teams have reached the zone of unconscious competence? So even from a driving instructor perspective, the day he realized that, yes, I can do reverse, I can do parallel parking, I can do a half clutch on a slope, he said that, yes, you have learned driving. Now I don't need to come with you for the license. I'm sure you will crack the exam in the driving at the ITO office. So that's the zone where we have to take our teams to as coaches. So just to tell you what are the kind of case studies we do in this program, like last time, of course, we keep on changing this. This content keeps on changing at periodic interval. Like last time we came out with a coaching engagement in this Agile Coaching Masterclass. We talked about reimagining the movie going experience in light of COVID-19 situation. So again, this is an industry case study. That can we develop a product or can we design a way in which people are attracted back to movie theaters, right? Considering the fact that there is a lot of employment at stake, There are a lot of challenges to the people who are involved with the movie making business, with the theaters, with the popcorn, right from the theater makers to the cameraman to the popcorn seller, how we can reimagine the movie going experience. And we used a tool called as Innovator Compass. This is what we used in Miro. So we used a tool called Miro, and in that Miro we used this what is called as Innovators Compass, what we have. Okay, and then of course the pros and the cons. Then we did a case study on banking industry. How do I transform a banking organization which is traditionally into a, I would say, lines of business structure into a, I would say, a product centric organization. Now, this is the real case study. Obviously, I can't disclose the name of the bank here. I had done the coaching transformation for this organization in my career. And one of the peculiar challenges of this organization was that they were heavily siloed organization. The credit card team was not knowing what the retail banking was doing. The retail banking was not knowing what the insurance team was doing. And there was a revenue leakage. There was a huge revenue leakage which was happening. So we came up with a transformation strategy, which first looked at changing their org structure. So we came up with a product-centric org structure rather than a lines of business org structure. There were products which were redesigned. There were around 80 products earlier, which were LOB specific. We rationalized those products and we brought down to around 15. And the products were cutting across the lines of businesses. And we came out with a product-centric organization structure. So such a case study is being conducted as a part of this Agile Coaching Masterclass program. That as a coach, remember in all these case studies, you are an enterprise Agile coach or a coach who's driving this transformation in your workplace. And then, of course, this coaching wheel of change, which I talked about, positive things in your transformation, negative things, things which you want to keep, things which you want to change over a period of time. So that comes in as a part of your coaching wheel of change, what we have. And this is obviously from Marshall Goldsmith. As I said, this is not my invention. I also have my own coaching model. That's a different story. That is called as an octopus model of coaching. But about that, I'll talk at some other point in time. In fact, I have already done a webinar on that, the octopus model of coaching, which is there. But this is a wheel of change, what we have, how we can apply this to bring about transformation in our teams. And then 30, 60, 90 plan, what is our coaching strategy? That is also done as a part of gamification exercise. And then this is the game which I have designed on my own. This uses the picture cards in a standard playing card deck. So there are 16 picture cards, as we all know, right? Ace, king, queen, and jack. Now, this is a very interesting game which I have designed. Aces are nothing but senior leadership in your organization. So they are always strategic. They are always looking in strategy, right? They're always talking about strategic terms and they're visionary in nature. Then we have king, who's a project leadership, your delivery managers, delivery leads, etc. So that comes in as a part of your king. Queen is your scrum master. Queen is nothing but your scrum master, and no prizes for guessing jack. It has to be the product owner, right? So those are the 4 roles in your transformation. Each of these suits, what are the suits? We have club, spade, diamond, and heart. Club is black, spade is black, diamond is red, heart is red. Each of the 4 suits has got certain personality. Like personalities with spade are very direct and blunt. They are no nonsense guys, but they are direct and blunt. Heart people are very emotional. Heart people are very emotional in nature. They are people centric, full of emotional quotient, very strong EQ, but at the same time, they can be taken for a ride because of the inherent nature of being too goody-goody. Sometimes too much sugar is bad in a coffee, right? It's something like that. Club are very hardworking people, but at the same time, they are many times confused also in a transformation. These are the personality types I have drawn from real people. Okay, but don't ask me names. These are the people whom I have worked with in my transformation, which is how this game has been designed. And last but not the least, diamonds are people who are very number oriented. If you try to give qualitative data, they will not accept it. They'll say, give us some numbers. Give us some numbers. Now, how does this game play? This game plays in this way that you are an agile coach in a transformation. And you know what? These are the people in your transformation. Your senior management is a diamond. Your king or your delivery head is an emotional person, heart. Scrum master in your transformation is a spade. And PO is a club. PO is a club. So what will be your coaching strategy? right? You'll have to devise your coaching strategy here, right? I mean, you can't just say that I will teach you Scrum, I will teach you Agile, I will teach you what is definition of done. Those things won't work here. You have to come out with a coaching strategy in this transformation. By the way, any guesses how many combinations like this are possible? Those of you who are expert in permutations and combinations, when we learned that topic in, I think it was a standard knowledge, right? Any guesses how many combinations could be possible if I were to have this? Like this is one combination which I've showed you. Then there could be a second combination like this: a spade of ace, king of club, right? So there could be multiple combinations which are possible here, right? The queen of hearts and a jack of diamond. What will be your coaching strategy? So what will be the coaching strategy when such people land up, right? When such people land up into your transformation, what should be your coaching style or a coaching stance? Obviously, we are not going to do all those combinations. There are many combinations which are possible, but in the class, we don't do all the combinations, but we do some peculiar ones. And obviously, I've taken a coach's liberty here to list down the combinations where I have worked. So this is a combination where I have worked in a real life scenario. Obviously, don't ask me the name of the company or the transformation. This is another combination where I've worked. And this is a third one, another combination where I have worked. So I've seen these three peculiar combinations. And then what is the best possible uh, job? I mean, the best possible combination for a coach, where your life would be like a cakewalk, although that rarely happens in life. But let's assume hypothetically what could be the best possible combination. Again, I've worked in a transformation, something closer to that. Not exactly all the people were the ideal people, but something which is best possible. Then the worst possible, even I have worked in a worst possible combination. What could be the worst possible combination? So what I'm trying to tell here is, this is a gamification way of coaching. We are not talking about grow model of coaching theoretically. Okay, what is G? G is goal, R is result, O is obstacle, W is way forward. But application of that into the real world coaching challenges is what we are covering as a part of this agile coaching masterclass program. So I wanted to share some important tips about this, and that's the reason why I called for this program. And what I wanted to also tell you is that our next batch is on 2 weeks from now, which is on 20th and 21st of February. So 20th and 21st of February, our next batch of Agile Coaching Masterclass is running. And this is happening in the UK time zone. So it is 1:30 p.m. IST. So it comes out to 1:30 p.m. IST. So it is for 5 hours on a Saturday and 5 hours for a Sunday. So 20th and 21st, we have this program which is coming up. And as I said, you will get 10 PDUs for attending this program. And I'm sure if you have an interview coming up, or if you have a kind of a promotion interview coming up, then this is a program I would strongly recommend, because this will help you in clearing the interviews. As I said, this will help you. And most importantly, okay, forget interviews also. This will also help you in bringing about that growth mindset. So it will help you in bringing about that growth mindset. It will help you in channelizing your brain into something more creative, because I fundamentally believe that unless you are creative, you won't be able to bring about creativity in your teams. Just wanted to let you know that a program is on next to next Saturday and Sunday, 1:30 p.m. IST. So it comes to 4 p.m. Singapore time. I don't know if anyone from Europe has joined. This time is 8 a.m. GMT and 9 a.m. CEST time. Central European Standard Time. It is 9 a.m. and it's a 5-hour program. So we have kept it 5 hours, but usually it's around 4.5 hours is when the program gets over on both the days. It doesn't really get stretched into 6:30 p.m. Usually, unless, of course, we are there available for any questions or any guidance you have. And we are running a discount scheme right now. So there's a 25% discount available on this program. So if you book now, there's a 25% discount available on this program for a limited number of seats. You'll have to use the code DISC25, and this will give you the 25% discount on this program. And if you have any questions on this program, do reach out to me, do connect with me, and let me also know your thoughts on this. I have pinged in the link of the program in the chat box along with the discount code. So in case anyone is interested, and if you go on this link, you will get more details about the program, what this program is all about and how it helps. So what I'm doing now is I'm opening up for any question and answer sessions anyone has. So now you can unmute yourself and ask if there are any questions, whether on this program or how you felt about this presentation and the content of this program. I'm open to take any questions now. So please feel free to unmute yourself and ask any questions.
Ashutosh, what is the frequency of this program? I I'm interested, but I may not be able to do it in February. So, is there any program you will be having it
So
later?
which location are you from, Mushabbar?
Bangalore.
Okay, fine. So you're in the Indian time zone only. Okay, so we
Yeah,
usually
Indian time.
have it once a month. We usually
Okay.
have it once a month. Like last program happened on 30th and 31st of January. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, March, we have not yet officially announced the date because there are a couple of holidays in March because of Holi and all. So
Yeah.
we are just working out a calendar, but I'll definitely connect with you when we launch the March program. In any case, what you can do is you can subscribe to our channel. You can, I don't know if you are on the Telegram group.
I'm
If you're
there,
on,
Ashutosh. I
okay,
have subscribed to your channel. Yeah, in Telegram itself.
okay, and then YouTube channel also you will come to know. I mean, when we announce it on these platforms usually.
Okay.
And where are you working, Mushabbir? I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Sorry if
Yeah,
I'm
that's right. I work for Legato Health Technologies.
okay. Okay, so this is our YouTube channel in case anyone wants to have a look at some more videos there. In any case, as I said, every Friday we have a 1 hour a session called Happy Hour of Coaching. Do join that session for any more insights. I mean, we're trying to get more and more speakers. There's another important speaker, a very influential speaker who will be coming in one of the Sundays. That, of course, will be on a Sunday, not on a Friday. And you'll hear shortly about that speaker from us. So it will be towards the end of March. We'll be having, end of February, where we'll be having a speaker who will be coming. So I'll be announcing it shortly. Yes, anyone else, any questions? You can unmute yourself and ask any questions.
Hello, Ashtu, this is Nizam here.
Yeah,
Like,
Nizam,
I,
yes.
I have a question. Like, how to know the team's health? Like, how the healthy the team is? How to calculate it?
So there are various ways of doing it. Like you could do it a quantitative way. Quantitative way could be the agile assessments. So a lot of organizations go in for agile maturity assessments. That's one way you can do it. But I always believe that when you do it quantitatively, there's a game. People learn to game the system over a period of time. They understand the gamification, like how this score can be tweaked. So my way would be that even if you're doing a maturity assessment, don't go with an assessment sheet in front of them. Try to do a kind of a wear a hat where you're trying to probe something, where you're trying to get a feel, the general pulse of the situation at hand. And what I would also recommend is that when you're doing a maturity assessment of a team, subtly you will have to go there and sit for 1 or 2 days before the assessment. Just go there and sit, and also once the assessment is over, also sit there in that area for 1 or 2 days, and then try to come out with your agile maturity assessment report. So it's a qualitative as well as quantitative aspect, I would say. But there are a lot of maturity assessment tools available which talk about the health of your agile maturity in your team. But as I said again, the problem with those is over a period of time, they tend to become a numbers game, I would say.
Okay. Thanks, Ashtu. Like, I will check on this, like, what these things are.
Okay, sure. Yes, any other questions anyone has about this program? So you can, there's a video on our YouTube channel, top 5 reasons to enroll for this program. If you want to have a look at it, you can check that video, the top 5 reasons to enroll for this program. And you'll come to know why this or how this program can help you in your coaching and transformation journey. Okay, any other question? Any other question anyone has? I think someone joined just now. So in case you have missed the program, you can reach out to me and I can share the recording. I have already pinged you the YouTube channel link. This program is being broadcasted on YouTube also as we speak. It is live on YouTube. And of course, we will edit a video and then we will again republish it. But this is live on YouTube also as we are speaking right now. So, so this is also available on YouTube. So those of you who just now joined, you can just have a look at the channel on the YouTube also. Okay,
Hi,
so
Ashutosh, this is Harish.
yeah,
I
Harish.
tried this YouTube channel link.
Uh-huh.
It somehow doesn't work. It gives an oops error. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's translating to a shorter URL or a bigger URL. Just wanted to let you know that these two links that you mentioned about your YouTube channel, that's
Okay,
the
okay,
one
let
I'm
me check.
struggling with.
Okay, okay, let me check. Let me check. Good that you told me. Thanks for letting me know. Let me check it right away. And meanwhile, yeah, if anyone has any questions, you can ask meanwhile. Yeah, I'll be posting the Telegram group link here only. So you can search Pune Agile Thought Leaders as Agile Thought Leaders as the Telegram group link. In any case, I'll post it here. Give me a minute. I'll be posting the Telegram group link here for the benefit of others. So you can join the Telegram group. As I said, the Telegram group is mainly for your networking. It's for any jobs, what you're, if you want to look at any of the jobs. So the Telegram group is there. Okay, so this is the YouTube channel link. Hopefully this should work out now. You can just have a look at it. This is a YouTube channel link. Hopefully this should get connected you there. Okay, and this is a certification what we give. This is a certification what we give. And let me also meanwhile share the Telegram group link.
Yeah, thanks, Ashutosh. That link works.
Yeah. Sorry, and sorry for the confusion. Yeah, I think it was some other shortcut URL which was working. I mean, that had its own problems. So, okay, let me share the Telegram group link also, so that in case anyone wants to join the Telegram group, again, it's not mandatory to join these groups. Okay, it's entirely your choice if you want to join this or not. But this is the Telegram group link which I have shared it here. Okay, any further questions? Any further questions anyone has? Okay, so I'm also sharing my WhatsApp number in case you have any questions further on this program or any more doubts or clarification. You can connect with me on WhatsApp. I'll be more than happy to talk with you on this. So if there are no further questions, I think we can close this program. And thanks a lot for joining on a Sunday evening. And appreciate you listening to my talk, and looking forward to see you in the Agile Coaching Masterclass and other of our initiatives. So once again, thank you very much and have a good Sunday ahead. Thank you.